Hello, welcome to the Well of Being. This is Melissa, intuitive healer, guide, and channel. So today I am being guided to share an beautiful insight that is coming through my own experience. So here we are, these earthly beings, and as we know, we have such a beautiful potential with our starseed DNA and our alignment to spirit. And we have the potential to upgrade our internal systems within our body to create a higher place of alignment, which we're all opening to. And as we're doing so, there is another aspect of alignment that is calling us in. And that is engaging our external energy fields. So, of course, there are many levels of energy that surround our earthly body. And I'm just in general going to call them auric, etheric, but there's many multidimensional levels of energy that are connected to us and yet are outside of us, external to us. So we have the ability to engage and connect into these energies to support our physical being. So when we think of our processing, oftentimes when we think of processing, we think of all these different physical, emotional levels that our earth being has to go through. And we have come to accept that this is part of the experience. Like, we chose this, we chose this, we chose to be aligned, we chose to be here on earth, so this is what we have to go through. This is what we have to experience. To some degree, that is true, and that is why we are calling upon, again, the evolution of awakening and integrating our starseed DNA and its gifts into our human form. But in addition, we can call upon this external energy to support us with our processing. So when we think of the process of digestion, to receive, process, digest, transform energies. This process must be applied to everything, whether we're speaking about our food or information or energy. So especially as it applies to energy, whether we think of the energies of the ever-expanding universe and the astrological shifts that are continuously with us, or we think of the particular energy that we are bringing forth to ourselves as sovereign beings. External energies to us that we're being called to channel in different ways to support our evolution, to support the activation and integration of our starseed DNA. So, what we are being asked to do, what I'm seeing, is that we can also activate our ability to externally process energy. To externally process energy through, again, as I will say, the auric and etheric fields, these multidimensional fields that can help us in a way like an entire system, a chamber, a field that is beyond us that receives. And it not only can just receive, but it can process, digest, and transform. So by the time the energies reach our earthly form, they are much easier for us to receive, as if it has been pre-digested. It has been pre-digested for us, so when we receive, it's like direct. And the impact is accelerated because, again, it has already been received, processed, digested, and transformed. By the time it hits us, it's like that. So quick that we are able to connect in to this purified state of energy. That, of course, because we are sovereign beings, will be in a place of alignment with what we need to receive, whether that is wisdom, healing frequencies, energies to activate our DNA, etc., etc. I'm being called to say, and also energies that can also directly support our emotional well-being and shifting our belief systems. So all of us have this capability available to us. And in our evolution, we are being called to connect into this externalized way of receiving, processing, digesting, transforming, so that the basic levels of the energy are in such a pure state that we immediately can absorb them exactly where they need to go. And it minimalizes the impact. In fact, it goes to zero on our own body's processing. This is a necessary evolution for, one could think of it as a computer. So for any of you who own a computer, you know that there is a point that you get to that is quite sad, where the hardware that's in your computer reaches its limits and it can no longer be upgraded with the software. And at that point, your computer is scrapped and you have to get a new computer. You can transfer everything from the old computer to the new computer, but that old computer is done. So this is not to say that our earthly forms cannot continue to evolve. This is a piece of the activation of the starseed DNA, that literally we are changing from the inside out. However, simultaneously, we need to call upon these externalized systems of support in order to give ourselves respite. It is taxing upon the physical form to be continuously, because of the acceleration and the upgrades that we are being asked to step into and expand into. It is more than our physical form can keep up with. Our physical form is evolving and upgrading as fast as it can, but in addition, we call upon this externalized way of processing to give ease to our earthly form. To give ease to our earthly form. So it frees up energy. It frees up energy that will actually in turn accelerate the physical level processing that will eventually lead to the starseed DNA activation and the literal physical functional evolution of every organ within your body. That requires energy in and of itself. We're being asked to do so many things at once. The gift of receiving this insight into our ability to activate our etheric and auric fields simultaneously as we upgrade our DNA, we need to do both. We need to do both. Now, the beauty is every baby who is born at this point going forward will be at a different level completely, like a new computer. They'll already have the hardware upgrade and they can receive the software upgrades as well. For those of us who are here on the planet, though, we need to be doing the work to open up and activate all levels of support. The etheric, the auric, and the earthly. all levels together. Paro ukoro kokoro koro okoro ukoro oi akoro e. Poruko koro kokoro koro koro oi okoro oi e. Oruko koro koro oi e. Koro oi e. Koro oi. Oruko koro koro oi e. Koro oroi e. Oroi eke oroi ai oroi. Oroi 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 oroi. Sense oro ai e ke o koro oe. Anse ai koro o koi e. So you may ask, how do you go about activating this external processing? You do so by focusing on whatever area within your physical form you feel you are most intensely experiencing the physical sensations of processing at this time. As you focus on this area, you ask and invite in the etheric and auric fields and beyond to open themselves to support this processing, almost like you are giving it to them. You are giving this energy, this responsibility to them, these other fields. So there is a level of your conscious intention that is being asked of you to support this activation. So again, begin with the area that seems to be most intensely sensitive at this time in your physical form, and invite in the support of the auric and etheric fields and beyond to do this level of externalized processing. You can envision an energy download as if your physical and earthly form is transferring files to your energy body. Envision this now as you focus on whatever aspect of your physical form is most activated and sensitive, and envision the energy files being transferred to your energy body. And your energy body is so open and ready to receive them. As you engage in this practice, you will find that you are consciously required to attend to this transfer of files for a period of time before it automates. And it will automate. But while you're in the active state of the transfer, of the awakening of this new upgrade of the externalized processing, you will be called to consciously draw your attention to the spaces and places of sensitivity that you are shifting and opening to the auric processing. It's a subtle awareness. It's like making a conscious choice over and over again. because the default in your system is currently for the earthly processing to do the work. You're being asked to override the system with this new upgrade. In time, it automates, and you will move to a different area of focus. Tai oro e ke oro, tai koro aru oro, tai ke oro ahi oro e aru. And so it is.